Today, we're answering the question, what if you're looking in the wrong place? Because sometimes we look for answers in places they were never meant to be found. We ask for achievement to validate our worth. We ask for productivity to give us peace. And we ask for approval from others to give us permission to live, to be who we are, to validate ourselves. And then we wonder why we still feel unsettled. The reality is there is a hidden cost for asking achievement to answer a worthiness question. The main one being that, if you haven't already noticed, enough keeps moving. You hit the goal, but then another one is instantly created. Or even before you officially hit the goal, you're already moving the target. You reach your goal weight, whether by leaning out or building muscle, but then you decide that you need more. You make more money, but then that number instantly raises for safety reasons, security reasons. But the reality is that achievement isn't failing you. You're asking it to answer a question it was never meant to answer. What I want you to leave today's episode knowing and recognizing is that many of your frustrations are not caused by a lack of discipline, confidence, or achievement. Instead, it's because you may be searching for something that those things were never meant to provide. So let's dive in. Do you ever feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but still feel behind, overwhelmed, or even a little disconnected from your own life? Like your days are full, but not necessarily meaningful. And no matter how much you try to get organized, reset, or even quote unquote do better, it doesn't seem to stick. If that's you, you're in the right place. Welcome to A Fresh Start. I'm Shannon, your habit and mindset coach, and this is a space for busy professionals who want to simplify their lives, build sustainable habits, and feel more like themselves again. I'm not here to give you more to do. I'm here to help you do what matters better, calmer, and with more intention. Everything I share comes from lived experience, walking through burnout, pressure, and the constant feeling of needing to keep up, and then learning how to rebuild in a way that actually lasts. So instead of scrolling, comparing, or even searching, trying to find the next quick fix, this is your space to slow down, reset, and come back to yourself. You can always find more support at my website and via social media. So be sure to connect at Shannon Marquita, that's Marqueta. Let's get into today's episode. I want to start today's episode by acknowledging that the goal was never actually the goal. Achievement can answer some questions. Can I? Did I? Will I? Can I achieve this? Did I do my best? Will I reach my goal? Whatever that might be. Achievement cannot answer, am I enough? Am I worthy? Do I belong? Achievement can be celebrated. You reach a goal, you reach a milestone, whether a health and fitness one at work, those are worth celebrating. But you have to remember that worth in your achievement pursuit was never on trial. That's why achievement cannot answer the questions, am I enough? Am I worthy? And do I belong? You have to do the hard work and dive in. You have to know what's causing you to ask those questions in the first place and be able to have such rooted, strong, certain answers to know that yes, no matter the achievement, no matter the goal, you are enough just the way you are. You are worthy. You do belong. Yes, you can always improve, work to get better, fine-tune different skills and characteristics, but those things do not waver or make the answers to the questions of enough, worthiness, and belongingness change. Achievement and worthiness are not the same nor related. I also want you to know that this pattern literally exists everywhere. Achievement is just one example. You might also ask productivity for peace, approval for confidence, perfection for safety. These are different examples, but they are the same in being unhealthily matched. People often think that productivity offers peace, but it doesn't. It offers distraction. It's a piece in the achievement journey, and it has its healthy place, but peace is not one of them. You should not seek approval for confidence. Yes, it's nice when people that we love and value and look up to approve of our decisions, our trajectory, but our confidence should not be so rooted in others' approval that we have to have it in order to feel like we are enough or to stand firm, tall, and strong. And perfection for safety is one of the most common examples that you may have experienced, and you probably also often witness in others. Perfection is something that we often seek to try to validate ourselves and to try to fit in, but it doesn't offer safety. We get safety by being so confident in who we are, what we're doing, standing for, working towards. The safety comes in knowing that we are enough and we're right where we're meant to be, doing what we are meant to do, and that our focus is to improve, to serve, to love well, but that if we aren't perfect, if we mess up, if someone disapproves of a choice or action, we don't instantly fall apart. We don't lose our worthiness because our worthiness was already so rooted and strong that we didn't need the approval or utter perfection in order to feel that we are enough or are where we are meant to be. Instead, we really need to be asking a better question. What is that better question? Instead of, how do I achieve more? Try asking yourself, what am I hoping this achievement will give me? Worth, confidence, peace, belonging, permission? If any of those answers are what you're pairing with this achievement question, it's out of balance. Achievement is something that you may seek in order to serve, grow, meet, or reach new people, but your achievement question should never be tied to your self-worth, confidence, peace, or belonging. You don't need permission from others for any of those things. You can work with others to achieve your goals, and I think that is so great to come alongside people with the same mission. But don't seek the answers to these worthiness questions from others. This week, I don't really want you to try to change anything. I don't want you to all of a sudden stop working towards any goals or towards achieving more or thinking that everything in your life is upside down. Instead, what I really want you to do is sit back and just try to notice. Whenever you start to feel a sense of urgency, pressure, comparison, honestly, frustration, ask yourself, what is causing this? What am I hoping that I'm working towards right now will finally give me? What is triggering me right now? And try to find those roots, because the roots are usually tied to the question of enough, worthiness, and belongingness, masked as achievement, comparison, and permission. You are enough. That is the message. You have what you need. You need to start trusting yourself and being able to have that very clear dividing line between achievement and worthiness so that they don't incorrectly replace one another. Your confidence and worthiness, they will help propel your performance and achievement, but they will also help protect you in your mistakes because you don't worry that I won't be accepted. I will be shunned. I don't belong here if I make a mistake. Literally, everyone makes mistakes. The difference is, just like in the book by John Maxwell, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. You don't lose. You only lose if you miss the lesson, if you miss the takeaway. Achievements are great. I want them for you. I want you to reach your goals. I just don't want you to get lost along the way for what the achievement and the productivity and all the relationships that you're building are doing for you. They are helping you grow, but they are not defining you. You need to know your worthiness and your worth are so solid and rooted that the pieces of your achievements and accomplishments don't taint or affect them. They will help propel them. They will help magnify them, but they do not define you. So right now, maybe you're not missing another accomplishment. Maybe instead what you're missing is a different conversation. You need to have a different conversation with yourself about the pieces in your life, what their purpose is, and how you are going to properly keep them in their lane so that you can keep achieving your goals, working towards the growth. Those things are not bad. I love growth. I love raising the bar, achieving more, increasing my reach, increasing my earnings. None of those things are bad. But what I want you to be so sure of is that you're having the necessary conversations with yourself for worthiness, belongingness, and permission, so that you are making sure to know that you are enough. You can and will continue to grow and achieve greatness, but that your worth is never on the line, because achievement was never meant to answer a worthiness question. And if this really resonated with you and maybe even brought up some deeper feelings or uncertainty that you want or need to talk through, that's exactly why I created voice note coaching. Because sometimes we don't need more information. We need another set of ears and eyes on the situation for feedback, so that underneath the struggle, we can help identify the roots and triggers and put things in their proper place. I hope that you are having a great week and a nice summer, and I will talk to you soon. I'm really glad that you are here today. Be sure to take a moment and notice what stood out to you. And more importantly, what do you want to carry with you from this episode? And be sure to share it with someone who's feeling the same way. That could be personally or by way of leaving a review, so that more people can find their way here too. For next steps, tools, and to work together, you can find me online at Shannon Marquita. That's Marqueta. And if you're looking for ongoing support and more real conversation, be sure to join my community. Link is in the show notes. Remember, you're not behind. Take what you need and trust that a fresh start is always possible and available to you. Talk to you soon.